That I directed. It was mainly about how the main characters, Carter and Sadie Kane, their families were from different sides of the Egyptian House of Life, which means they're royal to the Egyptian period of time. But they lose both their parents, and their parents were divorced, so they never saw each other. But when both their parents went missing, they finally came together and saw each other for the first time in a while. And they meet a bunch of Egyptian gods, and they don't believe anything, really. They think it's all a dream, but it's real. They figured out that they do have powers, but they don't know how to use them yet. So when Zaya, one of the Egyptian gods, comes along, and she helps them, but she sort of thinks they're hosting gods, which is when a god basically takes over a human being's mind. But they're only half hosting the god. So they go to many journeys to fight off different gods, and find their dad and their mom, but the main reason is to defeat the underworld Egyptian god Set, and they eventually get there, and it's just Carter and Set, and then Zaya goes missing, and when Carter and Sadie finally defeat Set, Carter sets his mind on now finding Zaya again. So I had a lot of fun directing this film. All my co-workers and actors and actresses really worked out, and they really enjoyed letting me direct this film.
The main role in this film was very challenging. There weren't too many scenes that I wasn't in. I played the role of Carter Kane, and I had a lot of fun. Carter slowly changed throughout this film. He went from being smart, but a little shy, to becoming a man. He became brave and courageous and slowly learned his full strength.
Playing the role of Desjardins was quite the task. I had a lot of fun doing it, though. Desjardins was one of the antagonists because he didn't want Carter or his sister Sadie to be in existence any longer. I was the cause of a man versus man conflict, as you refer to it as. But I enjoyed my role in this film because I got to yell at Miguel a lot. I had a lot of fun, and I'd probably do it again anytime.
I starred as Sadie Kane in this film. I had a lot of fun, and it was a great experience doing this movie. Sadie is Carter's younger sister. She is somewhat more intelligent than she shows herself to be. In this movie, she starts to notice that Carter is having an issue or conflict with himself. He doesn't want to believe that he has a god inside him or that he does have magical powers. He's trying not to believe it's real, but he slowly starts to encourage himself about it.
I like playing as one of those messengers in the Red Pyramid. The movie kind of ended in a sort of a cliffhanger. Amos came back and he was acting really strange. Strange. Zaya teamed up with Carter and Sadie, and she was warning them not to trust Amos. They got into the Red Pyramid, and they had a fight with Set's forces. But Amos got them into the pyramid really easy. And once inside, he locked them in. And he turned into Set. Zaya and Carter fought him, but Set knocked out Zaya. And she was dying on the floor. Carter and Sadie went out, and Sadie moved them all to Washington, D.C. And there, Sadie used a spell to stop Set. But while she was doing this, Apophis, the giant snake, showed himself. Sadie stopped the spell, and they let Set go. In a bad way, Zaya dies. but then finds out that Zaya wasn't Zaya at all. Just some shabbit pretending to be her. Carter promised he would find the real Zaya, and that's where it ended.
I played the character Zaya in this film. Zaya is an Egyptian goddess, not one of the major ones, but still, she's a god. Zaya was responsible for training and protecting Sadie and Carter. The theme of this story is mainly family. Carter and Sadie deal with a ton of family issues of losing loved ones and also gaining some. This actually happens every day in the real world. People will lose loved ones, but they will also gain some, whether that means close friends or distant family.
I thought this film went exactly perfect. All my actors and actresses played their roles perfect and precise. I couldn't ask for a better cast and crew. I worked well with them, and they all I heard was positive feedback from them, and they kept asking me if you're gonna do this again sometime. I said yeah. But other than that, I think the film went great.
Whoa.
We're training here?
Yes, we're training in the pyramids.
But what about the tourists?
Forget the tourists.
The pyramids are a great place to train. Carter, you go in that circle. You go in that circle. Carter, draw your magical weapon of choice. Sadie, draw your magical weapon of choice. Now I'm gonna go read my book.
He can't be dead.
The theme of this story is family. Oh gosh. Hey.
I like playing as one of those messengers in the Red Sea. Dang it, why is it like Red Sea? They got into the Red Pyramid, and they had a fought. They... Dang it. Can we just like...
Playing in the role. Yes, I did enjoy doing this film.